Salute. Let's get up in this algorithm. Throw me in the ring, ref. Hey, ref. Throw me in the ring. Throw me in the ring, ref. 21 salute. So yeah, Keffe D, as y'all all probably know by now, denied again in court. And I believe Reggie Wright Jr., he should be worried. The Keffe D book being thrown out, that should have never been introduced anyway into Discovery, because he already said somebody else wrote it. He already said it was written by somebody else. Twist by Meeks, what's going on? Right? Keffe D already said in the Detective Vlad Court of Law that, look, that was my editor and that was all made up. My editor, they made everything up. So, there was a lot of misinformation, not only in the book, but during his interviews that questioned that Keffe D was there or not. Right? Will he be free? I don't think so. I believe Keefe will definitely have to go to trial and don't take a plea, and then to come out on appeal. During all that time, during his appeal, right? God forbid he lose, right? Because I don't know. I don't think he was involved unless he was the guy that shot the gun off. And Idi Amin is talking about. Idiot Amin is the only person that puts a dark-skinned male in the back seat. Nobody else saw a dark-skinned male. Frank Alexander, I don't even think Frank, who's the original bodyguard, saw anything like a dark-skinned male or a dark-skinned arm popping up. I believe Reggie Wright Jr. and Suge Knight, just like how Russell Poole said, they were in some kind of cahoots together. And Keffe D might as well just be honest. Keffe D, stop wasting time and give them the crooked cops. Give them the crooked cops, Keefe, for God's sakes. Bro, your ninjas is wasting time. All that trying to throw out the book, bro, your ninjas is wasting time. Because I believe even at the trial, Keffe D can debunk the book. I believe even in Keffe D trial, this is some of the paperwork they got out. I believe even though they keeping the book in the trial, you can still debunk it. There's a lot of things in that book that he can still debunk, right? All Keffe D did was waste time. He wastes time with Pork Shoulder R.J. Bond. He wastes time with these, the last few attorneys. He wastes time with them because at the end of the day, I believe Carl Arnold was more, trying to get at least further in the investigation where there were interviews. Carl Arnold was like, look, I want Diddy and Suge Knight subpoenaed. Carl Arnold was like, look, I want Diddy and Suge Knight subpoenaed. And Keffe D, if this was him in court, he looked like he's crying. If this is Keffe D, I kid you not. I don't know. Oh, shit. Bro, if this is Keffe D, he don't look himself. If this is Duane Davis, I have never seen him in this condition, right? The last time we heard from Keffe D, he was saying, look, Your Honor, a lot of that, those boxes. Oh, he probably got word of them boxes. If this picture was taken today and they published it today, yo, he probably got word of them boxes. He probably got word that those boxes, yo, bro, that's crazy. Yo, if he's crying tears like this, crocodile tears, and the trial didn't even start, he must have definitely got word. Yo, he probably definitely got word that those boxes, those 4,000 pages is out. Yo, Keefe, if he got word that those boxes, that might have ruined his day. The 4,000 pages. Do I got? Oh shit! I've never seen old boy in this condition. 21 gun salute. So Keefe might as well stick to giving up the crooked cops. All the extra narratives, all these bogus, he got RJ Bond on his team for what? It doesn't make sense. You already took a L with RJ, and here you go, keep taking these L's. This is the second time he tried to get something tossed out, and they keep tossing them shits out. Like, yo, no, we not accepting any of your emotions. He tried to get bail, but whack no 100, CS2 back. According to y'all call him whack 100, right? He tried to get bail. And they still ain't let that ninja go, right? Yo, everything he been trying with this new team under RJ Barnes, RJ's playing both sides of the fence, right? You got a ninja named Pork Shoulder. He's friends with Mopreme. He's friends with Keffe D. Just because Keffe D wasn't guilty of letting off the gun, or he don't fit the description, maybe he do. Listen, I wasn't there. Idiot Amin said he saw a dark-skinned arm, and Gaddafi said he saw a light-skinned arm. Was it two ninjas blasting? I believe Gaddafi. I believe Gaddafi's statement that the driver and whoever the shooter was looked just like Low MB from OFTB, jumped out and started blasting. I believe him. For some reason, he didn't tell that narrative the next day. He told that narrative the same day. I'm gonna read that. You understand? The same day. The same day. I believe Yak. I totally believe that Gaddafi, he saw who the person was that shot the gun off. Again, just because Keffe D is innocent of being in the car, or he might be innocent of being in the car allegedly, that don't free him from Biggie. You see, what happened with Biggie, and that's why he's crying crocodile tears. These ninjas was all in cahoots of killing Biggie. And it's going to come out in the trial. This is why he's crying right now. Those 4,000 pages that's linked to Christopher Wallace, and according to the narrative, Reggie Wright Jr., this is where Reggie comes in again, right? Reggie got the call the day Biggie got, hour before Biggie got shot, that Bad Boy needed security, right? Bad Boy needed some extra protection, right? A few hours later, no, 4 days later, I did a topic on it. 4 days later, Reggie Wright Sr. calls LAPD from Compton PD's gang unit telephones and say, hey, we got information on the Christopher Wallace. How did you know? How did y'all know that? Well, how in the world did they know? How could they know that anybody was involved with the Wallace shooting if they wasn't the orchestrators, right? Or if they wasn't trying to fix the case like they did Vegas, right? So all that is, it should come out in the trial, right? If it's 4,000 pages, right? It's not all Greg Cadence. I don't believe Greg Caden had all 4,000 pages. And this is where RJ, this is where RJ Pork Shoulder, this is where the fuckery comes in with him, because not only did RJ was able to pillow talk the deceased cop's wife, Russell Poole's wife, and finesse her out those files, but RJ was able to keep files out that protected Reggie Wright and protected Reggie Wright Sr. Drop comments below. And especially for the replay crew. I'm not even sure if y'all got notifications. I think the alert for 3 is still active. So shout out to the replay mafia. Yeah. Reggie Wright Jr. and Reggie Wright Sr. implicated in both Biggie and Tupac, and Keffe D, I believe he implicated himself in the Biggie also. Drop comments below. How would, somebody got to say, wait a minute, how did Keffe D know if you handcuff him next to Reggie, if they arrest him for Tupac, if they handcuff him next to Reggie, that because Reggie was involved with killing Biggie? The only way Keffe D would know that is if he was involved also with the Christopher Wallace shooting. Drop comments below. Bro, that's the only way Keffe D would know anything about anybody shooting and who's involved, unless he was involved also. I believe he was involved with the Biggie shooting. It wasn't just Reggie and Snoop, right? When Keffe D ran up on Biggie, and even Gina Dill lied, that's why I told y'all he wasn't honest, because he lied way before the trial started. He lied and said, that he introduced Keefe to Biggie. Get the fuck out of here. That night, he said, yo, Keefe, you know Big? Yo, Big, you know Keefe? Yo, that's crazy. Drop comments below. Yeah, that bodyguard, Puffy bodyguard from day one, he has been lying. He keeps lying. He continues to lie, just like Reggie Wright. Like, why is all the security just lying, right? But they so worried about me and Discretion TV, and so go ahead. Go right ahead. But the facts still remain, right, that the only reason why Reggie would want Biggie shot is because Biggie called the radio. And Little C's, if he would just be honest, right, Little Cheese, he never talks about that incident as far as, holding Biggie accountable. It was Biggie's fault that he lost his own life. I believe so. I kid you not. If Gene Deal is saying, look, Snoop Dogg was hunting down Biggie, what do you mean he was hunting down Big? Yeah, according to Gina, he said, look, Snoop was hunting down Biggie before he was died. Duh. He called the radio on the ninja. Y'all ninjas are slow. I swear, these podcasters and ninjas that, whatever, man. Whatever YouTube wants, and these, the powers that be want out there, that's what they want, right? The nonsense. It's just total nonsense, y'all. How somebody gotta say, wait a minute. He's supposed to be the investigator, Gina Dill. He's supposed to notice already that this ninja was looking for him like crazy, hunting him down. Yo, you seen him, you seen him, you seen him? Yo, he's the investigator, right? He's telling us. The investigator is the one telling us, right? So it's just one of those things, right? So yeah, Keffe D, if you're just tapping in, I'm pretty sure everybody got the notification on this one, but we're going to keep riding. No puff on the replay. Keffe D got denied again. Another motion in the last, I would say, 60 days. The last 60 days. Hey, look. However they get Reg, I believe Reggie Wright Jr. is going to be the one to take down Suge. Because Reggie is not going to... I don't see Reggie Wright Jr. At the end of the day, where all the facts is out, and if they really trying to get justice, right, they will see that all the missing car was Compton PD. The missing gun was Compton PD and Suge Knight, right? So the missing money, it was Suge and his fuzzy friends, right? So, I believe once the DA, Dylan Gilley, I don't know when and how, maybe it's the wrongful death suit, there has to be a link that is going to get and hold Reggie Wright Jr. and Reggie Wright Sr. accountable. There's just no way. I believe at the end, it's just, they want to refer to Suge as the victim with, it's just ridiculous, bro. I think they being lazy. I think they need a subpoena Suge to get a fucking CAT scan. Drop comments below. We got pictures with Suge not shot. Right? We got pictures with Suge not shot. What do you mean Suge was injured? This is the nonsense, This is why they want me out the game. What do you mean Suge was injured? Suge running around with no bandage on his head. I thought we debunked this already. When you read what they saying about Keffe D, right? And his crocodile tears, right? They saying in this that Suge was right here. Suge was driving in the car, sitting next to Shakur. Knight was injured in the Suge. Get the fuck out of here. Where? Where? This is why they want me banned. Yo, bro. This is why they want me banned, bro. Right? Suge was shot where? Injured where? Anybody injured, you wear bandages and and band-aids. This is the only ninja running around Vegas that just got shot in the head with no bandage. Man, knock it off, bro. Knock it off. Right? You want me to believe Suge got shot? Fuck out of here. I'm never buying into that shit. Not with this picture. This is BET. This is not no Photoshop. They try to get, yeah. Right? I read the paperwork. Suge got shot. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Fuck out of here. Suge got shot. That's total nonsense. Talking about Suge got shot. Bro, that's total nonsense. Total nonsense, bro. If you just tapping in, what it do? So yeah, you know, it's gonna be real interesting, right? Somebody asked me, do I really believe Reggie will get kicked off the key witness spot? Absolutely. If these ninjas stick to the script, right? If these ninjas stick to the script, all Keffe D gotta do, stick to the script and give them the crooked cops, bro. Y'all notice that, right? Hey, 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 just because discretion the first season not around right now, that don't mean y'all forgot. Yo, bro, the only time they was interested in anything Keefe had to say is when he said, your key witness is your main suspect. Draw comments below. The only time the media was in this ninja face is when Keefe told ABC News, your key witness is your main suspect. Bro, anytime he got something to say about these cops, the cameras is in his face. Yo, Jada, what's good? Joseph Stronghold, what's good? I see gang up in here. I see y'all. Y'all know me. Monterio was good. Right? Yeah, Keffe D, regardless if you think so or not, just because he said your key witness is your main suspect, that don't mean he's innocent. Bro, the only way a ninja know that, the only way a ninja could say handcuff me to them because they know I was involved, if the ninja was down with me, no puff on the replay, right? So he already he talked too much, bro. I don't know how y'all ninjas are Keffe D fans. Bro, this ninja talks too much. He tell on his own self way too much. I mean, we wanted Reggie. Hey, you hear me? We wanted Reggie, but damn, Keefe, you did the samurai warrior style, right? You killed yourself, dogs. Like, damn. You couldn't have given Reggie without killing yourself, bro? Right? Can we be honest? Can we just be honest? If a ninja talk about that like that, about your relative, and says, you know what? Handcuff him next to me because I know he popped one of your cousins. How the fuck you know? Where you been with this info, bro? Right? Remember, Keffe D was there. He called it the Peter Pickerson, try to throw people off, but it's really the Peter Peterson Museum, right? The Peterson Museum, right? Is really the Peterson Museum, right? He tried to throw people off at the Peter Picker, right? He puts himself there at the being around Biggie. That's good enough for me, right? He may not have been in the car, right? But we know you was involved with something with Big. That's what I'm saying. This ninja need to stick to the crooked cops. Yo, he really needs to give up the crooked cops, bro. I believe that's the only way that that is going to help him. I don't know with the sentence, no puff on the replay, but I think, he was getting somewhere when he was saying your key witness is your main suspect. Now, all these new ninjas on this team, like RJ, and all these ninjas that, he paid to, like, take over the case and all that, waste of time, waste of time, waste of time, waste of time. All the energy he could have put into getting Reggie subpoenaed, B, and getting key evidence. Like, I don't know what is his son doing on internet. It's just weird, bro. Like, all the info that's on internet, his son, he don't know that Low MB said that Gaddafi told him the shooter looked just like him, right? He don't know that.